Hey, if you're a man over 35 and you've noticed your strength slipping, stick around because we're going to hand you the science and the 5 exact moves live to slam the brakes on muscle loss, reignite your performance, and leave you with a plan you can start today, because today we're going to get after it right now live on Mornings in a Lab with Keith, Jon, and friends. Welcome to Mornings in a Lab, where
when something negative comes up.
Building muscle improves blood flow.
From squirting to squirreling.
Start small, build up, and expand from there.
Be entertained by fun over here.
How have I slept? Has my sleep been good? That's
That doesn't come from breaking the rules, you guys. Hey, guess who's back in the saddle? It is a Monday. These are the first words coming out of my mouth, nation. Good morning. We are live. Oh, yeah, baby. We are live, baby. What's that? What's that? You're an hour behind? Oh, you slept in? What's that? Oh, you missed the sleep in. Oh, yeah, that was that extra hour this weekend. Hey, nation. Good morning and welcome back to Mornings in a Lab with Keith, Jon, and friends. This is your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and entertaining conversation that puts you back to sleep. Not that gets you up and gets moving. Hey guys, standard reminders today. You guys know what to do. Oh yeah? What's that? What do you got to do? Before we roll, let's do 3 quick things. Like, subscribe, comment on the channel. We want to hear from you. And hey, this is an R-rated, sometimes X-rated experience. We got the OG here in the lab this morning. Good morning, Holroyd. How are you, brother? What about them Blue Jays? Sorry, man. Hey, Holroyd, were you stuck on the TTC at 2 o'clock in the morning out there in Toronto when they shut it all down and all Jay fans trying to get home? 50,000 people in Toronto going, hey, how do I get home from the Sky Dome? Yeah, true story. Hey, listen, if you got some headphones in, put them in. Or else you might offend the children that are around, because Uncle Keith might drop a few bombs along the way. And hey, if you hit snooze, you're 9 minutes behind, or you might even be an hour behind after the fallback this weekend. Yep, true other mother story. We are your daily accountability partner, guys. We are free. Yeah, true story. You can get yourself a paid coach, mentor, whatever you want to get, or you can just get up, join our live conversation Monday to Friday, live, X, YouTube, LinkedIn, right here on the Mornings in a Lab live network, 7:30 Eastern time. Matt Roof gets after to start it all off here, guys. And hey, what's ahead today on the show? Where do you put your socks? Such a ridiculous conversation we're going to have here today, the sock drawer conspiracy. Where did the singles go? I'm serious. We have conversations on this show that nobody else ever has. Yep. For men, women, children, well, not children, but everybody. We're talking single socks here today, live on the show, a live conversation. We're going to open the wild experiment from the internet's Iron Lab, a YouTuber trained heavy on one side of his body, and his name's not Christopher Martin. Yeah. Holroyd, stop, man. Hey, I heard they had a petition started to change it back to the Sky Dome. Yeah, true story. Rogers Center, a.k.a. the Sky Dome. Hey, so some dude trained one side of his body for 60 days. Not Marty, not Johnny. We're going to talk about it and see what that is all about. Got some current events on the table here today as well, guys. The International Space Station turned 25. Dude, 25 years we've had a human in space. Good morning, Orksan. Raceblade. Good morning, Orksan. Where are you joining us from? We got Maddie out there as well. Kindness Rising. Hey, Roofy, Roofy, if you want to grab a coffee, come hang out in the lab this morning. I got the invite out for you, pal. Come grab a coffee and come join the live conversation with us here today. Hey, guys, we have Grok here today as well. Grok hangs out with us every single morning here on the morning show. What else we got here? We're going to talk about adult R&B airplay. Yes. Hey, true story, man. I have not paid a lot of attention to today's conversation desk. Yep. Sterling and Preston went to work. So I got to be honest, I'm not really sure what they're putting on the table today, but I am looking forward to it. And we're going to have those guys come up here on the stage here in a few minutes. Center Stage brings you the hard boundary scripts that save your time. They save your energy and your sanity. We're going to give you word-for-word boundaries you can use today. The exact sentences that stop calendar creep, protect training windows, and keep your nutrition on track. When everyone just wants 5 minutes. I want 5 minutes. Can I get 5 minutes? No, you can't have 5 minutes. If you take 5 minutes from me, I got to lose 5 minutes from somewhere else. And then we're going to go into today's main event. Why men over 35 lose muscle faster in 5 moves. Maybe we'll have some chats about peptides today too. I saw a little video this weekend with Jeremy Renner. Remember Renner got into that big, hey, Holroyd. Remember Renner got all busted up in that, didn't his snowblower or something drive over him? Well, so one of the secrets to his success was his acceptance and willingness to embrace peptides. Yeah, it helped him kind of get through all that crap faster. So I'm going to have the conversation with Johnny. They just seem to be all over my feed, all over the place. We're going to talk peptides here today as well. And hey, the Morning Loop Reloaded discussion. The sock drawer conspiracy. Conversations you will not find anywhere else. Where do the singles go? True story. And why does it feel like your laundry seems to be gaslighting you? It's like, no, I gave you 2 socks. You can't find one. Hey, Roofy, do you lose your 2 socks all the time, or what do you do? Hey, Neiman, Roofy's from New York City with 1 less tooth. I suspect he doesn't have the same kind of problems we have with socks. So, but anyways, hey, Secret Sauce, guys, Morning Focus. The ways our team uses AI. We're going to have that conversation as well. And hey, Maya Reyes dropping in at the community corner. Yes, bottom of the second hour. She's going to join us to talk about what's up, Matt Fedoko. You are mad. No, I'm not mad. No, you're mad. No, actually, Matt, you're mad. I'm happy. I'm super happy today. Oh, yeah. Great sleep. Holroyd, 2:42 today. Yeah, hour before the alarm went off. True story. It was like, hey, the body's like, hey, it's time to get up. Roofy, did you get up an hour earlier today too? I sure as hell did. Yeah, I was up. I was laying there. And then got my lift in this morning. And then as I exited the gym, my wife was doing her lift this morning. And I'm like, okay, perhaps it's time for some life expectancy work today. Yeah, keep doing those squats. Keep doing those deadlifts. I'm telling you, man, that's the secret. That is the secret to longer lives, to have your partner train around you. Yep, true story. All right. Neiman, Sterling, Preston, gang, everybody out there. The Morning Loop, it starts right now.
Welcome back to the Lab Nation. Fresh week, fresh reps. Let's go. Grab your coffee, fellas. Today is going to be awesome. First up, a YouTuber trained heavy on one side, light on the other.
Results weren't what you'd expect.
Keith, John, Marty, let's get the show going.
All right, you guys can join the show with us. Yeah, we make that available to you, 100%. Just get my notes here so I can keep myself organized today for the big show. You guys can join the show with us live. Yep, we have that opening for you. Hey, Math Adoko, where are you joining us from? You want to join the show live? You can join the show with us live right now or in the Mornings in the Lab community. Second hour, phone lines are open, 431-300-3005. Phone, text, or leave a voicemail. Come say hi in the comments. Vertical stream is happening. We got Rahima over there in the vertical stream. We got Melissa over here as well. We got Holroyd here as well. I'm sure we got good time out there. We got Mike Sullivan out there. What's up, Sully? Hey, Sully. Those Dodgers won the World Series, eh? And we got, of course, our brother from the other mother. Yep, Matt Roof joining us as well. And hey, if you guys do not join the show live, you hear it on demand, I can only strongly encourage you to come hang out with us every single morning live, 8 o'clock Eastern time, right here on YouTube, over there on X, LinkedIn, and of course, over on Substack. Neiman, looks like we got the young man himself joining us in the lab. His name, Christopher Martin. Let's bring him up. What's up, Marty, the detective Marty? How are you, pal?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm awesome, man. I'm fucking so awesome today.
Good to hear, man. How was your weekend?
My weekend was great, man. I had a moment yesterday. A first time moment yesterday, Marty. I've been eager to have this conversation with you boys today.
Okay, you waiting for Johnny?
I'll tell you, then I'll tell Johnny after.
You should just tell me, because you tell Johnny stuff without me all the time, man.
I'm with you, man. Fuck Johnny. Fuck Anderson. What the hell? The guy's he talks enough, man. He talks enough. Fuck. So listen, I had a big moment yesterday, and you're gonna go through it too in your life.
Mm-hmm.
I met my daughter's boyfriend for the first time.
Oh, let's do a round of applause for that.
Yeah. I walked in with my shirt off. I was flexing the whole time. I was what? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? What the fuck, man? That's what I did.
I know you didn't do that. I know you didn't do that.
So we went for dinner. We were having dinner, and the young man showed up. And I got to tell you, man, I'll just say it privately. He's fucking awesome. He's a good kid. Oh, great kid, man. Yeah. So, obviously young, right? Piper's what, they're 15, 16, but solid, man. It was just one of those moments because I've never, I got two daughters, right? And Piper and Brooks. And I was telling Brookie, I'm like, Brookie, I'm doing all my testing with Pipes and her young man here. So when you bring yours home, it's all gonna be good to go here. So it was fun though. No, we had a nice dinner and just a good kid, man. Just a good human being. You could tell he comes from good parents. And I left with lots of love in my body. I felt a lot of warmth.
Well, would you expect any different? Would you expect it to not be a good kid?
Well, that's a fair question. No, I think I went in knowing he was a good kid just from what I had heard, but I had never met him before. And it's just that old adage, right? Like I think we all as men joke about, okay, wait till you meet your daughter's boyfriend, right? And Johnny's gone through it a couple times. It was my first time going, and you're going to go through it too one time where it's like, it's like, all right, there's the young man hanging out with your daughter. And then you start asking yourself, okay, what are some of his traits that maybe your daughter likes? You know what I mean? It's just kind of interesting, man. The whole thing was kind of curious to me.
Well, see, Johnny's challenging the boyfriend physically from what he told us.
Yes,
taking him through a workout. I think I would do the same thing.
I think we got Johnny hanging out there in the green room there, Melissa. Let's bring Jonathan. Let's bring Mr. Jon Andersen into the lab this morning. What's going on, Johnny?
What's going on, my brothers? The boyfriend thing. Of course, I was sitting here backstage. I thought I was in the fucking penalty box. So nobody's letting me in the door. But the boyfriend thing, it's really weird because what I realize is that you got to go against your instinct at first. Yes. Because the first instinct is to kind of just make scare them, right?
I like that.
Well, just by not like physically, but just like trying to be stiff, trying to be distant. But then you realize this is not going to let me know who this boy is.
Yes.
You start pulling them in.
Yes.
And you start to watch their real behavior as they loosen up.
Yes.
Right. Then once they fucking pass the test, okay, this fucker looks like he's got it. Then you test his fucking grit. You train him till he throws up and see if he quits.
There you go. Yeah,
that's the
I like
sequence.
That. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Because when they throw up and they keep going, they don't know how to quit. That's what you're looking for. And you give him every out. Oh, dude, you're okay here. Why don't we stop?
I love it.
You take a chair. I'll do yours for you. And if they allow that to happen, the 50-year-old is going to do your reps for you.
Yeah.
Go home, boy. Get in the car. I know it's 4:30 in the morning. Get in the car. Don't say goodbye to my daughter. Get in the car and go home.
Speaking of the 50-year-old, Marty, I just got to pause for a moment and call out the young dog here on the show here. Good morning, Holroyd. Good morning, Petro. Good morning, Jay. No, Adam, I did not show my shotgun collection. But guys, I got to make a comment about the young man here on the show. Marty, not you. So, Anderson, there's a picture on your Instagram with your grandson with the fish. Brother, I got to tell you, man, you look fucking amazing. I'm just saying, you look great. You look absolutely amazing. That smile on your face, the joy that I could see in that image can just tell anybody everything, man. You know what? You didn't even have to put a caption there. I'm telling you, you don't look like you're 53. The smile, the happiness. I don't expect a comment. I just wanted to observe and just say, man, what a beautiful image because of the joy that came, that smile on your grandson's face, man. And you look so great too. You did 100%.
Well, you know what that picture represents, brother? It represents all the fucking hard work.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know what? I knew, that what I wanted to, especially at this house, because this house is the lake house. This is like they can before too long, when the market finally dips, we're going to buy a place down on the coast. Okay. This is going to be like the lake house, like free for all, like anybody wants to come. And so whenever we have get-togethers here and we commune and we enjoy family, it's like I'm in that moment. Like it's like that was a huge box I wanted to check, and to see everybody have fun here. I'm just having fun watching everybody else have fun. So what you're seeing in me, I'm just living everybody else's joy.
Oh, I can absolutely tell. Hey, Marty, did you see the picture?
No, I just went to the Instagram. I didn't see it. I
don't see it there now. It was there. I don't know where it is now, but I did see it there. But I was actually
I post 4 times a day, so it goes down the page quick.
Yeah, I guess it does go pretty quick. Yeah. It's a great picture, man. It's for any of you that are curious, I would invite you.
The crazy thing is so many pictures. The intent is for me to create a certain look of my physique. That picture was just my grandson, but I got more compliments about how I look, and that was not what the intent of that picture was. Pretty funny,
Yeah, well, I'm telling you look great, but you looked happy. That to me is what struck me most, right? You looked super happy in it, and then I found myself that Marty, that's what I would look like if I was standing next to Johnny. Just this little man, this little human being, just this little guy, like little Benny Hill. Johnny, remember Benny Hill? A little like the British.
I do.
Yeah, I remember. Marty with Benny Hill, a little midget guy there. Yeah, totally funny, man. But just a nice picture. Really. Well,
thank you for the nice comment, brother.
Yeah, 100%. Marty, how's your weekend, man? Before we get into some of the conversation desk this morning, how's your weekend, pal?
It's been pretty good, man. I was just chilling out, man. I didn't do like any Halloween parties, anything like that.
Yeah, it was Halloween. Yeah,
I've been dog sitting a little bit because my mom went out of town, so I've been dog sitting, and that's about it, man.
Let me tell you a funny Halloween story. Let me tell you a funny Halloween story before you guys get into it. So Brookie goes Halloweening on Friday. We have 2 big buckets of candy on the upstairs here. The kid hasn't touched anything since Friday. Hasn't touched anything. So we come over from dinner last night, and Brooke is like, "Yeah, I want to have some candy. Want to have some candy?" So Lauren's like, "Sure, I want to have some candy." And then she's like, "Or would you rather have some fresh grapes and cantaloupe and some blueberries that I picked up today?" Brookie, "Oh yeah, can I have the cantaloupe and the blueberries?" And
this dude, he knows. But it represents what fucking great guidance you've given her as parents and role models, because she already registers that food makes her feel better.
What I really applaud Lauren though is that I think us as parents, I'm guilty of it. I think we all have been guilty of it. And Marty, here's a heads up for you, bud. Just as you become a parent, I think most of us parents often don't ask the second question because we're satisfied with the first. That's Halloween, have the candy. That's just what we do. It's just I think it's what normally we would do. It's like, oh, okay, it's one day of the year. Go crush a couple chocolate bars, little Marty. But by Lauren just asking that second question of curiosity, or I picked up some blueberries and some cantaloupe today. Just a little or, right? It's just a subtle little or, and the kid was like, "No, actually, I want that instead." I thought that was brilliant. I'm being very serious. I thought it was brilliant. Not to call it just like, because she didn't have to, but it was like, "Hey, maybe you want to have this."
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like plays right into you guys being great parental role models.
Yeah, just here you go. Give
helping her understand.
Yes. Hey, so guys, we're gonna go to the conversation desk. Melissa, I see your notes here, so we're gonna go right into it right now. Here, have you ever? So this is a question directly to you guys. Has there been anybody in your world, now that we live in a ridiculous world where people are looking for attention, where somebody has said to you, "I'm only going to train one half or one part of my body for a certain period of time"? Because I found a YouTuber that trained only one half of his body for 60 days.
Well, there's an interesting mechanism built into the body for that, but I don't know that he probably.
Tell me.
Well, it goes back to survival. like if the 3 of us were living in a in a cave somewhere.
Yeah. Yes.
Marty and I would say, "Hey, Keith, go ahead and tidy up the homestead here. We're going to go kill a zebra."
I can see my role in our thruple. It's clear what Bilous' role is in the thruple.
That's right. Don't let the fire go out, damn it, because we'll be pissed when we come back with our kill and you didn't do that. So anyway, we go get ourselves a zebra, right? And let's just say we're our true age, right?
Yeah.
And I've got some imbalances, you know, which is the truth. Like my left S1 nerve is created an imbalance in my left calf.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if it's big enough to be registered, but the bottom line is if there was a massive imbalance and we were ready to kill a zebra and had to start running from a saber-toothed tiger, that imbalance would be recognized immediately and I would be the focus. So the body does not want imbalances. So like when I busted up my right knee,
yeah,
I trained the shit out of my left leg because I knew my right leg would catch up as soon as it was given the opportunity.
Seriously.
So in essence, when he's only training half of his body, I don't know what purpose he did it for, probably more for a YouTube stunt.
100% stunt.
In essence,
yeah,
according to our survival mechanisms, the body would do everything it could to rebalance once he started to train the other side.
And then if I'm not mistaken, isn't there something with like the growth hormone or testosterone in our body? Doesn't that increase when we train the whole body? Isn't there going to be like an effect on that if we neglect a body part?
Well, I think it's when you train the whole body, you're training hard. I think that goes more to legs, Mark, because when people don't train the legs, you know, you can train the upper body and not ever feel like you got fucking gut checked, right? You do a set of 20 fucking rep squats. I don't give a shit if you only got one plate in the bar. You're going to get out of there and feel like you just ran a 400 meter. Yeah. That type of a gut check prompts a cascade of hormones.
So John, let's
so when you say whole body, Mark, really what that's saying is legs included.
Got you.
So John, are you saying then that if Marty decided to only train his right arm, like that's all you can do is he's going to do right bicep curls and right shoulders, so that if I was making a movie, comically, you'd make his right body look all big and bloated, Popeye-ish, and the left side make it all small and deformed, per se. You're saying that's not actually what would happen in real life. So if Marty just trained his right arm, just did nothing with his left arm, like would Marty have like a right arm, big side of the body, like his arm?
Well, no, he could achieve that because if he didn't train the left side, like for example, my left leg.
Yes.
My right leg, because of the surgery.
Yes.
I had basically just shy of two tendons replaced, part of my meniscus cut out.
Yes.
It was pretty immobile for a little while. That leg atrophied, period. End of story. No two ways about it. And if you're not training the side, the atrophy may not be as bad if you're still active. But what I'm getting at is you're going to create an imbalance, no question. But what I'm getting at is the body wants to close the gap on that imbalance as soon as it has the opportunity to do so.
Right.
So you would have to intentionally try to just make one side different than the other because your body doesn't want that.
Right. So he would not wake up one day like half Popeye, is what you're saying. Essentially, that's kind of him. You're saying it's kind of I'm making somewhat of an exaggerative point, but it's hard for him to wake up like one half Popeye, where he's just one half of.
It's hard to make anything Popeye, whether you do the whole thing or just one arm.
Yeah.
But he can, I mean, you see like arm wrestlers as a perfect example.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
A guy that specializes in his right arm will be substantially noticeably bigger than his left. That's because he does more with that right arm. When they stop arm wrestling, right, and they go back to more of an even training schedule, his arms even out pretty fucking quickly.
Oh, interesting.
Now, granted, that right arm will probably always be stronger because he's developed tendon strength and all sorts of bone density and shit in that arm. But what I'm talking about is there's a mechanism where the body, as a sort of a survival level, which is its biggest instinct, the body cares about one fucking thing: living till tomorrow.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah. No, it's a true story. Yeah. 100%. Yes.
And that survival instinct is the strongest one in our hard drive. And that survival mechanism, instinct, whatever you want to call it, says stay fucking balanced so you don't get spotted as unbalanced, so you're not the target of the fucking tiger.
Marty, here are some of the key findings, man. So the strength, the heavy side, Marty, performed better in low rep, high intensity sets. Endurance, the lighter side excelled at higher repetitions and fatigue.
I can almost guarantee that's because how he was training them.
Okay. Yeah. No, this is great, actually.
Because all of a sudden, if he's trying to get it big, he's lower repping, heavier weights.
Yeah.
He's not doing that endurance stuff, so those muscles aren't ready for that.
Of course, yeah. And then muscle growth, Marty, visual and circumferential differences, I guess kind of example, Marty, to your arm wrestling example. Visual and circumferential differences between the sides were minimal. This is what I found fascinating, because my thought was, again, maybe the creative kind of movie side, I mean, the creative side, Marty, is that, you know, all of a sudden he was going to look very different, right? Where he was one half, making an exaggerated point, Johnny, one half Popeye, one half not Popeye, but in actuality, he wasn't that different at all, actually.
It's not, well, I mean, it's not that fucking easy to, you know, you hear people say, oh, I can't lift weights, I just get too big. No, you get fucking fat. You just don't know the difference, you know? So it's not that easy to make a change, period, let alone working against your fucking body's number one mechanism. Yes.
Yeah. And then the last comment was on his key findings, guys, the downsides. He noted that the heavy side felt more susceptible to injury. That's probably obvious, right? While the light side required greater effort and pain tolerance to achieve muscle fatigue necessary for growth.
I mean, if you think about this, right? When a person is trying to gain a shitload of weight and get strong.
Yes.
He has to change that in his environment that he lives in through his own choices, training and blah, 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 where his body goes, Jesus Christ, we're spending so much time fucking lifting up these heavy rocks.
Yes.
This shit, I mean, I almost get fucking killed every Sunday when this motherfucker does that shit for 5 hours. So I better start fucking building the tissue I need to make that job easier, because this new environment's going to kill me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's where you see people really fucking excel, because they put their bodies in a position to realize if they don't start to adapt to the new environment, it's a new type of survival threat.
Interesting. This has actually got me thinking about this. Did you see, I'm just trying to see if I can find it here.
Or a better way to put it as you look for that would be someone that does a lot of running. If you did more running than weightlifting, whichever one you did more, the body will go, fuck, I'm doing more of this activity. If I'm doing more running, I better start getting rid of some of this fucking muscle. Now, that's if you're kicking ass on both sides, because he's running me to the point where my fucking heart feels like it's going to explode because I'm carrying all this extra fucking muscle tissue. I better start dumping some of this off. Versus if he's lifting all the heavy shit and just a bit of running here and there, it's always going to adapt to the biggest threat.
The last few points you make are a really good example of what are your goals when you're going to the gym? What do you want more of, right? If you want to go lift first. Don't go do your running first or your cardio first, right? What's your goals? It's essentially what you're saying, right, Johnny?
Yeah, and some people, they go to the gym want to find a date.
Yes. Hey, speaking of going to the gym, did you guys see this in the feed? I thought this is pretty cool, because this is not a young man. Check this out. I didn't have time to throw it to Melissa here, but watch the camera here, guys.
That's Stallone pretending. Those are not real plates, dude. You can't tell that. Are you fucking kidding me?
There's another guy, though. No, I want to show you the next guy.
Oh, okay. So this is the real one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is he not doing it?
There are people that can do that, and they're fucking savages.
Yeah. So there's those foam plates that I've seen them do it. Johnny, can you do that? I was going to try this morning, but I kind of ran out of time to do it. Can you do it?
I would almost guarantee I could not. It's you're talking about some tendon strength and some joint strength that just, those are not the movements that we put them under strain. You'd have to practice.
Yeah. No, that's kind of what I was assuming too, because it looks like it's a hard, like there's a lot going on in that movement, isn't it? Just
dude, I mean, if you just grab say a
45 in itself,
a 45-pound dumbbell, very easy to hold on to. Try to just go to the fucking floor like he's doing, lift them up on your knees and try to come to your feet.
Yes.
And keep these arms parallel to the ground. No, very few people could do that.
There's a move I do, Johnny. I was taught by one of the I don't know what an instructor that I saw, which is Marty. I think you showed it to me too. Is you're on the ground you grab a dumbbell and it's basically how can I explain it? You're trying to get up off the ground, but basically on your side, but with one arm picking it up, dumbbell over your head, and then lifting your body up. You know what I mean, Marty? So you're
Turkish get up.
Is that what it is? Yeah, you're on the side, and yeah, I think that's what it is, right?
I think that's what it is, Mar. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, and you're lifting it up the whole way, but it's a tough movement. I've been able to do it. I'm having a hard time explaining it, but it's a tough movement.
Brother, I'm so happy that you registered that Salone was not real. I thought you were bringing that to the table. Like, look at this.
No, there was a guy behind. I was trying to get to.
No, I know that. I know that. I was so happy to see there was a reason. Yes. I was like, holy shit, he can't be biting on that.
Well, you know what's funny too, John, is I will see guys who will put their big lifts there. Marty, you see them too, right? Because AJ's gym had them, the foam plates. But to those that's not paying attention, you know, somebody who's not paying attention that there's a foam plates, like, oh my God, that guy's lifting 8,000 pounds. No, they're foam plates. They're actually they're not.
Well, you can't hear those. They did when you load it up, it doesn't sing for you.
It's yeah. Oh, it doesn't sing for you. There you go. I like that.
Yeah, you get 8 plates aside, dude. It's like an orchestra when you take a step.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that, Marty.
I like that too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say a lot of guys have built like a whole following doing stuff with those foam plates. You know, jumping off the, you know, when you do the pull-ups on the squat rack, jumping off of that with 4 plates on. It's like, come on, man, you're not landing with 405 on your back. So you got to be careful with that because you could get hurt trying to try some shit that these idiots did on Instagram.
It's funny because I saw a video on one of the platforms. It was a guest on our show. Will remain nameless. I was kind of cringing because the guy put his big foam plates on there, and then he went down into a squat, and then he solved the Rubik's Cube. I was like, really?
You know, I got a buddy of mine. You've probably seen him. It's Huck Finn Barbell. Huck Finn Barbell.
Marty.
You've seen some of the shit that this guy does, and he doesn't fuck around with foam plates. I mean, granted, he's not jumping off of, but he's done like, what has he done? He's like got on a fucking stair climber with 275. You know, like a step mill.
And doing that.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I mean, he's done some fucking some hairy shit for sure. And he's a total jokester, you know. And he's like Fox fucking buys his videos.
Oh yeah, because they're entertaining, eh? Because they're crazy.
Jesus Christ, yeah. I mean, some of the stuff is just way off the deep end, you know.
I got a bunch of topics in the conversation desk I want to get to. Before I do that, though, you guys remember Jeremy Renner? You guys know who Jeremy Renner is? Obviously, a big actor. You know. Hawkeye.
I gotta look him up.
You know who he is? Yeah, he got ran over by his snowblower a couple winters ago. Remember? No, don't remember. Anyways, I bring him up.
I got him now. Yeah.
You know who he is? He's Hawkeye. He's in a bunch of movies. John, you know who he is as well. But I bring him up. Name aside, he got ran over by a snowblower a couple of winters ago, actually, and was almost killed. And I saw some content over the weekend. A big part of his recovery was embracing peptides, and how the mayor of Kingstown, thanks Holroyd, Adam Holroyd, and he talked about how essentially the peptides, it would be my words, changed his life, but helped him get through the recovery, right? And he's got a bunch of content over it. And
one of my clients, I totally changed his life.
Yeah,
really cool cat, man. 450 pounds down. He's like totally like a new dude.
Really?
Anyway, his daughter, and I've known this 5 years ago. We still got a great relationship. We're actually doing a project together.
Oh, fun.
Anyway, his daughter gets in this nasty car wreck, like way nasty. And this dude, he's a wealthy fucking dude. Like,
oh no.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it was bad enough that the medical insurance he has to pay $1 million out of his pocket because the medical insurance wouldn't pick up the whole fucking tab. That's how big the issue was. And like broken bones in the 20s.
Good Lord.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're getting through this whole thing, and he always comes to me with questions about anything when it comes. And so I was, we're talking about peptides, and we put together, and he knows actually a lot too. So it wasn't just me, but he bounces stuff off me. And dude, we put together this protocol for his daughter to heal. The surgeons were like, I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
You're healing so fast. There's not even you're off the scale of the healing percentages.
Well, so that was Renner's story. That's exactly Renner's story, because he was so busted up. Like there was massive concern after his accident, what kind of life he was going to have. There was pictures.
You figure there's a series of peptides. You put the right ones together, and all these things are doing is going into the body and saying, hey, this your ability to heal, I need you running at 110% right now.
Yeah.
And the body heals at its max capacity. When the body heals at its max capacity, doctors usually don't see that.
Yeah. I got to tell you, man. Hey, Horwood, yours up, man. I'm talking to you right now. It sure is. I know I get frustrated being a Canadian because this knowledge, this information is so readily inaccessible, right? From people that have knowledge and experience, and it's frustrating as hell because there's many men in my country, I can guarantee you, that would love to have the knowledge and the expertise and the product, but it's just not that
brother,
easy.
We ship to Canada. That's
I know.
One of the reasons why I ship to Canada. It's a motherfucker too. The extra steps we have to go through to get it to you guys is ridiculous, but we do it anyway.
Interesting. Yeah.
It cuts the margins way down, but it's not just about making money. It's about helping people.
Of course. Yeah. Hey, before I get to more of the topics this morning, I forgot to put this on the table here. Marty, looking at you, brother. Did you catch the Jays game on Saturday by any chance? Dodgers Jays?
No, I didn't.
Paying attention to it?
Dodgers won, right?
They did win, yeah.
Back-to-back champs.
Yeah, so
LA, man, freaking bananas, man.
I was just going to say, did you throw it to Johnny? Johnny, California got the World Series back after the win there on Saturday. It was
wasn't it 25 years since a team had done back-to-back? Is that what it was?
I think something like that. I think yes.
Time.
Yeah,
I kept seeing 25 years. Okay, well, they just won last year, so they got to be talking about a two-peat.
Well, and the funny thing is that Petro, remember this one? It was 30 years since the Jays won the World Series last time. So, and I remember that. It was just, I feel like it was yesterday, right? But anyways, we got.
It was just, I was so happy to see when I saw the clips of downtown LA going nuts. I'm like, oh fuck again. And then I realized it was a celebration. I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on. Go have some fun, fellas.
Well, I know Petro is our resident Jays fan here in the lab here. He's like, boo Dodgers, they cheated. Go Blue Jays. Yeah. Well, yeah, and Holroyd, 92 and 93. Yeah, true story. Interesting. And then Holroyd, going back to the conversation from last week, I love it. Just bringing up our conversation. Watch Prescription Thugs. They don't want you to heal. They make more money keeping you on the pain pills.
Dude, that's the one. That's the movie that my buddy Chris Bell produced. That's everybody should watch that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's Chris Bell. That's my buddy.
Speaking of movie, I just saw a clip this morning. Remember Zero Dark 30, the movie that was it was a big one a number of years ago about the Osama bin Laden situation. John, you probably watched it too. I'm thinking, Marty, you might have saw Zero Dark 30. It was like a kind of a war movie, but it won an Academy Award, a pretty big deal. Anyways, the point I'm making, Catherine Bigelow, the woman who made that movie, just launched a movie this weekend. I haven't seen it. I just saw a clip on Netflix, and it's about this concept of an incoming nuclear missile to North America and what happens when folks are made aware that there's a missile on the way to North America.
Is that the one that hits Chicago or something like that?
I don't know, Marty. I literally saw before the show. I don't know much about it. I just saw there was a little clip going. There's a new show about a missile coming to North America. I thought those stories fascinate me because it's like, so what the hell happens? Like, what do we do? Like, okay, there's a missile coming.
You get to watch Human Instinct. That's its most raw form.
Yeah, right. Speaking of Human Instinct, raw form, just coming back to that Louvre heist last week. Dudes, two of the people that were caught were amateur husband and wife thugs with kids at home.
From the jewel heist?
Yes.
No shit. That's why it was such a simple plan.
Just John and Terry going on down to the Louvre and just busting in and just and DNA is how they caught them. They found their DNA all over everything. That's how they caught
like
them.
Fingerprints or
actual DNA. So they left a glove behind. They left the jewels behind.
Wow.
They had the amateur mistakes. They was okay. These guys are not pros.
Get him, Johnny. Let him know, man.
That's exactly.
Well, I mean, I can't say get him. I don't know. Fuck, man. I'm not a fucking crook. I don't even know where to tell them they went wrong.
Johnny's like, yeah, that's fucking stupid. I would never do it like that.
Well, it's fucking stupid to do the whole thing, is what it is. Especially when you got kids at home.
I found a really awesome a clip. I put a post up this weekend about something here too. That there's a high profile dude on the internet. His name's Greg Eisenberg. He's a successful internet guy, and he's been all over the web as well. He and I like his content, and he drops these posts on X every now and then. It says, "This is what's keeping me up at night." And the guy lives online and spends a lot of time and energy reading, and he's a successful internet entrepreneur. His post yesterday, second one on the list. Live streaming explodes 100 times. It becomes the only way to prove you are real and not AI. Twitch will look like one of the greatest acquisitions of all time. And from somebody who looks in the world of absolutes, it is so fucking obvious. Johnny, I don't expect. I only dropped that document into your feed this morning, John. Just like I dropped over to Marty. I didn't expect you to read the whole thing, but in my continued transparency with my partners here, I wanted to show you guys what I'm working on. So what I might even do maybe is maybe we'll talk about that plan on the show here one day, or I'll do a little private one. But there's the full plan that I've been working on since I've started the show 2 years ago, all coming together. How to have a live conversation, how to measure the influence behind it. But it's just clear live is, without a doubt, unequivocally the future of media. There's no question about it. So, hey,
I want to add something in real quick. You know, a lot of people underestimate the skill of live too, and how hard it is.
Exactly it. 100%.
You know, especially when you got to pivot and shit happens when you don't expect it.
Yes.
And it's funny because you know, I've been testing out voiceovers on my social media. You know, fitness or training my clients. I did one to training my mom, and someone said my voice was AI, and I'm like, dog, I go live every day. You know, they don't even know that I could just, you know, do that shit so easy. So a lot of people don't understand how hard it is, and that's why they don't do it. That's a skill
we're going to keep teaching here. It's a skill that we're really going to work on teaching and enabling others in 2026. Is how to go live. Go ahead, Mark.
It's only difficult until you get good at it.
There you go.
True, and you get good at it by putting the reps in. It's as simple as that, right? And I've seen, Marty, I'm talking to you here, and I'm going to give a compliment to Andersen here. I've just seen Andersen's improvement since you've sat down every single day. Like from your first day on the show to now, like even just how you and I, we talked about, you know, speaking in tight blocks instead of paragraphs, but just your questioning, like your questioning of guests, your ability to play.
Dude, I was geared to just fucking go.
I know.
Yo, I was going to say, Keith, imagine if you never told Johnny to speak in segments. This would be the Jon Andersen show. Mornings in the lab with John, nobody else.
Hey, Marty, we'll see you in 90 minutes.
That's what I was geared to do, man. Normally when I would come on a podcast at the end, they'd always say, "Look, I have 15 questions prepared. We didn't even get to the third one." I said, "Well, I told you before we started. You asked me a question. I'm going to go until you redirect me."
I love it, man.
I do. Well, but it's to your point, Marty. There's a skill though. Right, there's a skill to handle a dickhead in the comments. There's a skill to pivot when tech goes sideways. There's a skill to take something that somebody says and then take the conversation in a direction that you weren't quote unquote supposed to because the script didn't send it that way. Right, so you're absolutely right, Marty. And it's the same reason. It's the full reason why I knocked on your door when Nicole went ways. I said, "Hey, Marty, come join me live because I see you do it all the time." Right,
makes sense, man.
Makes people nervous. Hey, so John, I don't know if you'll believe this. I couldn't believe this till I read this. Dude, so it's been 25 years since you and I have been looking up into the sky, and there's been a space station up there. There's been a human living up in space.
For 25 years he's been up there?
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
Me neither. Yeah, they've done over 4,000 experiments in those 25 years, and I think it's actually working. I think they're going to decommission it here in the next couple of years. I believe it's being decommissioned. What's that?
Is he by himself?
Well, there's been a whole team of people up there over the years, but they've actually had guys come and go. But
I was going to say, Jesus Christ, dude, that's a long fucking time. That alone, you can't fucking run a test on a guy who's been isolated for 25 years. Those are skewed results, man.
Oh, no, the space.
Fuck me, man.
No, the space station alone's been up there for 25 years.
Oh, goddamn, I stuck that one down wrong. I was like, that poor motherfucker, man. They better be setting up some shit to keep him entertained here.
Oh man, they've been
John, ain't no Terry time up there, man.
Jesus Christ.
I'm hoping for some Lauren time later today, man. She was doing some squats and deadlifts earlier today. I'm like, okay, all right, well, that's how it's gonna go here today.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Nothing wrong with that at all. No, exactly. Hey, here's something. Hey, Marty, here's one for Johnny. Sotheby's announced it will auction Maurizio Catalan's infamous 18-karat gold toilet. Johnny, could you imagine sitting and having a dump on an 18-karat gold toilet every day?
That'd be an expensive toilet.
Yeah.
My first question
with a bidet.
Well, yeah,
with gold
of course
water.
Got a bidet, dude. That's the Cadillac on the bidets. On there, But my question, I wonder if the gold surface would accept a skid mark.
That could be a YouTube test.
There's a question.
Hold on, man.
Not many fucking toilets to run tests on here.
You get skid marks on the toilet, Johnny?
Oh, dude. How's this? Terry goes before the house cleaner shows up. She goes and fucking touches up the toilets before the house cleaner gets here. I'm like, woman, what do you think they're here for? So not for that.
God bless Terry.
God bless Terry, right? And God bless their help, because their help was like, thank Terry. Terry, thank you for going in there before I have
Terry.
to go.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to show a little respect.
Funny if it's like if I've got some sort of a fucking digestion issue, I keep it to where I crap in one toilet now. But I used to move it around the house, you know.
Yes. Yes.
So she would, like, if it was, she gets up and she looks around, and if it's bad enough, she'll clean the toilets, then get in the shower for the day.
Well, Marty, we heard, I think you were on the show last week when John was having some toilet issues. I think wasn't it the lake house, Johnny, where you had to move around? No, it was actually at the house there where there were some challenges. There's no power, and you found yourself having to move around the house.
I was going to every fucking, because you got 2 flushes per toilet. I'm like, God damn, I'm gonna have a hard time getting all this down.
Did you know that, Marty?
The Mexican house?
No, this is at the lake house in California.
The lake house.
Yeah, because in the one in Mexico, it's a smaller pad. So there's, you have 2 less toilets. So I got less flushes there.
Marty, did you know there's 2 flushes per?
Yeah, well, you got to set it that way. You got to set it that way.
Okay. I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah, it depends on how high you let the bowl fill up.
Oh, of course. Yes, that would make sense. Yeah. So if
it's one of those real foul ones,
yeah,
I'll push the button almost right away. Get that thing down.
Get it going. Yeah.
Especially if it's sitting up top, man, it's just fucking polluting the airspace.
Oh, dude, there's times if I'm rancid, I will be flushing as I'm depositing, so it's just making its way out, down, and all at once.
Well, that's why you need the bowl filled up high. So you got 2. If you need 2 flushes, you got they're back to back if you need them.
There you go, Marty. Tips.
Thanks, guys.
I can see Marty just digesting it all right now. But hey, this toilet, it was so starting bids about $10 million, literally value in gold. But here's what's fascinating.
Yeah, I was gonna say that fucker got it.
Yeah, it was originally installed at New York's Guggenheim Museum in 2016. But guys, there's a second one because the first one was stolen. Some guy stole the first gold bullet. What?
$10 million.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and figure you're somehow transporting a toilet out of some sort of a very expensive looking building. Yes. People are not thinking you're stealing when you got a fucking toilet in a box. You could be dressed up as a plumber. I'm just changing
100%. Yep. Probably, to your point, probably one of the easiest things to steal, right? Because it's so out of context. You're like,
and how are you going to lock that thing to the floor?
Yes, because anybody watching John or Marty walk out of the museum like with a yellow vest on carrying a toilet, I guarantee nobody's asking you the question because it's like, okay, I guess they're moving it because there's a problem with it.
But can you imagine how heavy that motherfucker would be? Oh. Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, last time I bought a silver bar, I don't remember how many ounces it was, but it was only like this big. And so we bought, because I buy it in the metal. I don't buy the paper. So I bought it, and then Tara and I went to lunch, and what I did is just fucking set it up on the fucking table, right? Because it's in a little box, right? And we're fucking going to leave, and I've got about 10 steps away, and the waitress sees it, and she's just to be trying to nice and hand it to me. She goes to pick it up. She was almost couldn't pick it up. She had to slide it to the edge of the table. It's so fucking heavy.
No kidding.
A toilet made of gold, which and I think gold's even heavier than fucking silver. That thing would be hundreds of pounds.
Oh man, crazy, man, crazy. So in a trend that we're going to see more of, and what's that? K-pop Demon Hunters. To those of you that have children, are already leading the pack with AI generated content. Xania Monet, there's an artist now that is our first AI generated performer to debut on Billboard's adult R&B. So Johnny, you and I grew up Billboard tracking all the real artists. Well, now they're tracking the first AI generated artist who's entered at number 30. And the entire music, everything was created on Suno, the same platform that we use to create all the content on our show. So there you go, just the continued disruption of media and so forth. And OpenAI, ChatGPT has announced that they are launching a music generator within their platform. So you'll be able to make songs and music using ChatGPT. Everything can be made.
It's quick, baby.
It is, yeah, Marty.
Artists getting mad at this, man. They're getting
yes. You know, one thing I'll tell you something I was thinking about this weekend, actually, I was doing some work on it. So we were taught in the old world of social to schedule in advance, right? Make your stuff schedule in advance. And there's a lot of truth to that, and there's a lot of reason why one would do that. But guys, with things rapidly changing as quick as they're changing, you schedule something for a month or 2 months out, or you make something that you're going to put out in 2 months from now. By the time it gets out, it's so dated compared to how technology is evolving.
Dude, that's what I say about when you're learning, like if you're learning history, that's one thing. But if you're learning technology in a book, it's already fucking changed.
Yes. Oh, you're so right, brother. Because it was written how many months ago, right?
Book. Fuck no, man. Just by the time it gets out in it's brand new fucking book. It's already
evolved. Yes. It's so
let
true.
alone when it's 10 years old in fucking college.
Yep. That's exactly it. So I found that quite interesting. That hey, there's a goof. This is what I thought was kind of funny, but this guy Isaac Stein, IRS lawyer, furloughed during the ongoing U.S. government shutdown. He's gone viral. He's a hot dog stand, Marty, down the street from you in D.C. called Shyster's Dogs, and he shites and he sells about 50 dogs a day as the hot dog lawyer. He calls himself there, and Does
he man his own stand?
He does. Yeah. He stands there in outside of Washington to do his own thing there, selling hot dogs, about 50 dogs a day. He's become known as the hot dog lawyer. Hey, do what you got to do, man, to make cash during the government shutdown, right?
I respect it.
100%.
I've seen people do all types of stuff because I'm in DC, so I know a lot of furloughed people. I mean, people doing all types of things, man. So. You can only.
I think the government shutdown is starting to get in people's crotches. They're getting nervous about this now. It's been a long fucking time.
Even my mom, she does. My mom's in the government and she trains too.
Okay,
like, you got to help me get some clients. You got to help me with my content. So.
I
don't know if you saw. That's when I posted a video of her.
I did.
Try to help get her started too. Yeah.
Dude, your mom should be like your star fucking client. You just blow her up and you say, "Look, this is what I can do for you."
Absolutely.
You're not going to accept money from your mom, but you go way over the top. Well, I mean, maybe she might pay you. Who knows? But the point is you're going to do things for your mom just because you want to. It's going to be so easy to make her this perfect little case, and then all you got to do is duplicate that. It's so easy to find that best version of you when you're passionate about the project.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, and you almost like you could use your mom to set your standard of what you can do. That's a better way to put it. It's not about the money is what I should have said. You're going to do that for your mom as your mom. Now, look at this level I can achieve. It'd be very difficult to do that for someone that you didn't have that same passion and love for.
You're right.
Well said.
Thanks, man.
Well said.
Yep.
Listen, let's do this. Johnny, let's do a lifestyle tip with yourself. And then you wanted to step away for a quick little break. We'll come back and reset hour 2. We got a few topics to put on the table. One of them is the sock drawer conspiracy. Just a fun, ridiculous conversation around socks. I don't know, John, do you ever wear socks? And I'm being serious. Do you ever wear socks?
I put socks on to go to either play pickleball. Well, only socks only go on if I'm putting on shoes, which is going to be, it's either pickleball for sneakers for pickleball in the gym, or I'll put on socks when I'm riding. But outside of that, many times I'll wear fucking loafers where I don't have to put socks on.
Speaking of riding, how was your riding on Friday, bud? Did you crash? Did you get jumps
Interesting little story. So, so basically, very uneventful finish to the story. But
yes.
So we, it's been a while, so we got to get gas. So I whipped out the Hummer, which hadn't been run in a while. Just all we got to do is run, a few miles away to a gas station, which was fun. Firing that up and going, getting gas. Came home, mixed up because Tara's a 2-stroke. Mixed up her gas. Got the basically the bikes out. Started. They're out there on their stands idling as we're getting dressed. And Terry gets on hers. I always make sure she has a little extra time to kind of ride around the neighborhood and get kind of up to speed. Feeling comfortable on the bike before we go out. Yeah. And she goes to get on her bike and the fucking throttle is just click, just totally stuck.
Oh no. Yeah.
So there's a mechanism because it hadn't been started 6 months, but started on the second kick. Pretty cool. But anyway, it's a 2-stroke. So there's oil in the gas. And a lot of times what happens is it gets a little sticky and something in the carburetor froze, so we got to pull it apart. My neighbor's actually really good with this shit, so I'm going to take it to his house. He'll pull it apart, unfreeze it, and he's also my riding partner. So as soon as I think probably tomorrow, I'm going to take it down to his house. We'll free it up, come back, get Terry. We'll go on a ride. So we haven't had our maiden voyage.
Oh, okay, all right. There you go.
Terry was bummed, man. She was like, totally. I wasn't totally dressed by the time we discovered this. She was fucking everything, goggles on, ready to go. And she's, I hear over there, and she's sitting there, and there's no, then she's not fucking pumping the gas. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, it's something. I started thinking, is something going on? And then next thing you know, she's waving me over there. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Gong, right? Yeah. Wah.
Well, what was a bummer is she was so disappointed.
That's shitty. That's shitty.
Babe. I was like, do you want to ride the quad? She's like, no, I love my bike. And I get that. And the guest bike is way too big for her. She can't touch the ground.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Craziness. All right. Let's do it. Let's do a lifestyle tip with Andersen. We'll come back, reset hour 2. We'll get into some deep dive. Marty?
I'm good till like 10 after.
Beautiful. Awesome. We'll come back and chat.
Cool.
When we come back, here's what we're going to do. We're going to come back and get into why men over 35 lose muscle faster. And let's give some thoughts, 5 moves to reverse that whole ideology. Melissa, let's do lifestyle tip with Andersen. We'll come back and reset hour 2.
It's time for Pitcher's favorite segment, the lifestyle tip. Take it away, big guy. What do you have for us today?
Well, first off, I want to point out to anybody who may have had some sort of a misunderstanding about my having a good time with my gay brothers. You saw me sitting there on the couch, looking at them with a big shit-eating grin smile, even playing with their puppy. Come on now. If that's not love, I don't know what is. All right. I want you to spend a little bit of time today listening to your vocabulary. What you say. Are you using the phrase, I can't? We use it all the time and don't really understand that we're using it. And what does I can't mean? It means I choose not to. I don't want to. I won't. These phrases are very different than I can't. I can't is basically relinquishing accountability. And if we want to become good at anything in our lives, we must start taking accountability. Number one, of ourselves. And if you use just a single word like I can't, you are training your brain to relinquish or release accountability for anything that may not look easy to you. And it's the brain. You don't even know you're doing it. It's the brain, because the brain recognizes something uncomfortable. The brain recognizes something that could, from its perspective, threaten your survival. We were talking about survival mechanisms earlier in the show. So here's the tip. Do a little bit of inventory on your vocabulary today, because most people find that they're using the word I can't a lot more than they think. Put a little bit of effort. First step is the awareness. Put a little bit of effort into that awareness, and you'll start to realize how much you're using it. Then put a little bit of effort and intention into rephrasing what you say. And you'd be pretty surprised at how quickly things start perking up all around you. It's pretty amazing. So what I want you to think about is this: what we say and what we think, we get more of. And if you surround yourself with I can'ts, guess what you're going to get a lot of? You can't. And when you can't, you're not going to get what you want. Rock and roll.
All right, nation. Hey, halftime check-in. Quick recap. Hour one, we took the YouTubers heavy on one side, light on the other. Experiment, talked about it. Yeah, one dude trained one side of his body, only one side of his body. We broke it down. Top of the hour, myself, Marty, and John here on Mornings in the Lab. Net progressive overload still wins. I learned a lot. Guys, go back to that conversation if you ever wondered what would happen if you only trained half of your body. Pretty fascinating conversation we had. Hey, coming up, guys, deep dive. Why men over 35 lose muscle faster. And we're going to just put some awareness on the table. 5 moves to reverse it. We're going to have that conversation with Marty coming up in a quick second. And then the sock drawer conspiracy. Where do the singles go? Yes, where do they go? And then, hey, we'll get some time again with AI's secret sauce. 7 ways we're using generative tools to get our show and our product and the business we are building live every single day. Community Corner coming at the bottom of the hour. YouTube, LinkedIn, Substack with Maya Reyes Nation. Hour 2 is starting right now. All right, Melissa, let's go to deep dive. Let's go to the deep dive. Why men over 35 lose faster. We'll bring Marty and we'll have the conversation, Melissa. Let's do it.
Muscle loss accelerates after 35. Strength, protein, and recovery reverse the slide. Today, 5 moves rebuild capacity.
Marty, you are that age. You're 31. 31, right?
32.
32, yeah. So I'm thinking there's you're getting to a point in your life where maybe as you hit 35, 36, 37, that you might start finding your body going backwards, going differently. Testosterone lowering, speed might be slowing down, et cetera, et cetera. Typical loss is -3 to -5% muscle mass per decade after 30, faster after 60. Marty, let's throw some things on the table today for men your age within your demographic to not stop doing as we head into our 30s so we can age properly. Where should we start? Training, progressive resistance. Marty.
Well, I think the stuff that we shouldn't stop doing is kind of obvious, but I think there are things that we don't do that we need to do. We need to add some stuff in.
Let's talk about it.
So mobility is one thing that is like, it's a priority of mine now. You know, I prioritize weights. I did cardio, prioritize my diet, but mobility, it can slowly go away, especially if you're lifting all the time.
Yeah.
Right. Your flexibility and all that stuff, it can go to shit, which can lead to injury. Right. So I think a lot more men need to pay attention to that. Work your hips, stretch your glutes, hamstrings, all of that stuff. I think that's a start. And then a lot of times the calf muscles.
Yeah.
We get shitty mobility in our ankles and those muscles down there. So start doing some calf raises and put the lacrosse ball on your feet, stretch out your calves too.
Marty, when you're talking mobility, I want to simplify it. Marty, when you're talking mobility, you're talking as much about functional movement, right? Like being able to
absolutely
walk like uneven up a side of a rock or of a mountain, or just like something that we're not used to doing. That's what you're talking about, eh, Marty?
Yeah, and it can even be single leg exercise, pistol squats on the box. I like to do ski jumps. I like to do single leg box jumps, even things of that nature, to make your body a little uncomfortable and get some so we can prevent imbalances, and those are other ways to work on your core as well.
I like that, Johnny. John, what you're talking, I'm going to grab something on the side of the wall here. I want to show you guys on the camera here. So, Johnny, lean into this. What I like that, Marty, you went here. What are the things that we should be doing more of instead of the obvious, Johnny?
Yeah, well, I think Marty's right on the right path. I think what it comes down to is, let's just say that a guy, loves to play one-on-one basketball, and he plays, and then for some reason, those mid-30s, he stops. Well, now, like Marty said, it's the things that we're not doing. So I think the first step is to continue the activities that you normally do. Like when I started playing pickleball, I was like, holy shit, this is movement that I haven't done in a long time. So yes, I enjoy pickleball, but it allows me to have movements that I wasn't doing. So it's totally changed, how call it my mobility, call it I'm more nimble. But in terms of weight training, the one thing I would like to throw into what you're saying, Mark, is that if people were doing the shit correctly, or using full range of motions and all different types of exercises, that mobility wouldn't go away. It's when people are squatting not to depth, they're not using the ranges of motion, opening their shit up. Like when I squat, the depth is more important to me now. When I was younger and I was trying to achieve a performance or a weight, I was looking to, cut that movement right to the edge so that I could perform. Now I want to go deep into that squat to the point where I feel all that shit that was kind of tight, loose. And so if you're doing a full range of, and you see people at the bench press, they're fucking doing this shit. They don't do dumbbells. When I do a dumbbell, I'm going to kick it up. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to let it fucking sit back, open my shit up. That's the bottom. I come to the bottom, let it open me up. Bam. That's when you're using that full range.
That's what I do too. I'm proud of myself because when I do a dumbbell, I pull it right down and let it hang here, Johnny. So I stretch my motherfucker right out, and then concentrate, create awareness, and then push forward. Right? Correct? Yeah.
I mean, the key is you're going to get to you when you're starting to warm up and you're getting into your movement, you're going to feel that it doesn't want to open up. It's because it's cool. That's not warm. It's cold. But if you allow these muscles to go into full range, like a stretch full range, you never really lose that. Like shoulder tightness is another one. It's because people stop doing the movements. Like if people were to do the behind the neck military press, right, that opens up the shoulders unbelievably. If they don't do it, so they lose the mobility, then they try to do it and they hurt themselves. So again, it's knowing how to train in a full range of motion. And then the simple way to keep that is when you're done with a muscle, you spend a couple of minutes stretching that muscle. It's already been in full range. It's fatigued. It's weak. Doesn't hurt. You can stretch that thing out really deep in just a couple short minutes. And then your trigger is the muscle you trained. Stretch it for 2 minutes. And then if you continue to play one-on-one or whatever it is that you did, hiked, it's because people in that mid-30s, I don't have time. No, you have time. You just fucking change your priorities. You don't have a time issue. You have a priority issue. So don't stop the shit that you were doing and then train to a full range of motion with a minute or two of stretching at the end of the muscle that you trained, and your problems are over.
I think we also have and Marty, here's something that I can help you with because I went through it in my 30s. I think when we are in our 30s too, Johnny, we have an ego issue too. Right, where our ego gets more. Right? I will tell you now, when I'm lifting, I have never been more intentional. Keyword: intentional and awareness when I'm doing my lifts. Marty, kudos to you, brother. Walks up to the squat rack there, Johnny, on Friday and lifts a 435 PR on the dead. Nicely done there, Mr. Christopher Martin. 435, thanks, man. Nicely done, man.
Appreciate it. I did 455 the other day. So now
you walked up there, looked like you were lifting foam plates, my friend. You just fucking walk up, boom, boom, boom.
Maybe it was.
There you go. Here's something I have in mind. I love.
Here's a devil's advocate, though. Why was it not from the floor? So you got into a full range.
Yeah,
I lift at 3 plates. Full range is far superior than the short range.
It is,
unless you're training for a short range lift.
Yeah, no, I'm working on the full range. I'm working on it.
Oh, I never thought about that. So instead of
literally, you could go down and like I have had people over the years, and they're squatting not even close to the depth. I'll say, look, let's just fucking start with a broomstick.
Yeah.
The full range motion, they get so much more out of a full range motion, but it was getting past the weight issue.
Yes.
Because everybody knows they're going to get praised for lifting weights. Right?
Yes.
Oh yeah. But now I don't really give a shit. I'm way past that point of how much I lift.
Yeah. 100%.
And so now what I'm looking for is did I do what I intended to do, which is give the muscle a good workout. Yesterday I was doing chest, and I did dips first purposely just to kind of really make sure I was loosened up.
Yeah.
And 100-pound dumbbells on a flat press, I was fucking grinding on those.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been embarrassing, fucking 10 years ago.
I have something in my gym, Marty. Maybe you saw it when you were here last summer, but so I'm going to show it to you guys here on camera. I love this because for me it's functional. Johnny is very much what you do, and you do paddle boarding, but it's this balance board thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So when I'm in between sets and resting, I'll stand on this thing, right? So I love it.
Go into a squat like I taught you, toes up on that thing.
Yes.
Because what happens is your muscles are not only holding in a static movement, but they're also trying to figure out balance points. So the fucking difference is massive.
Oh, I'm on it right now. I love it because
go down there and hold a low squat.
I will actually. I'm gonna do it right now. So
you might have to hold the table just to get.
I am actually, Johnny. Yeah, I'm just to get myself kind of organized here. But yes, there we go.
Feel the legs just fucking firing.
Oh yeah, I love it.
A deep squat. You haven't gone down far enough.
No, I'm dropping my ass here pretty low now, big time.
You feel it? Isn't it crazy?
Oh yeah, it's good, man. I this thing, whatever this thing was, $50. I fucking love it. And John, I'm gonna make an assumption here. This probably would be like a great tool to help with paddleboarding or surfing, right? Obvious, but probably correct because you're having to
anything that works on balance, dude.
Yeah. But Marty, this supports your comment to functional, because my goal is, like, I'm thinking to myself when I'm 50 and 60 and 70, if I can keep doing this, it helps me going up the stairs, helps me in unbalanced situations, Marty.
Yeah, it's very functional, and you're working all those tendons in your feet and your lower body that you don't work on a regular. So yeah, that's very functional.
Well, and again, obvious thing, but just a learning for me. I did it bare feet yesterday. For some reason, like fucking duh, I'd never done bare feet before. I did it bare feet yesterday. It seemed easier for me bare feet
100%
than with shoes on,
because the sole of your shoe breaks down the communication.
Yeah, I know.
You have that chip right under your foot.
Yeah,
the message going to your brain is not altered by that chunk of rubber.
Yeah. So again, duh, but I went through this like, oh fuck, this is easier per se, but I love it.
I squat fucking barefooted. It's so much better squatting barefoot.
Yes.
People, oh my God, it's hard. I've squatted like fucking 600 pounds for 10 barefooted before.
Yes, I used to wear those Vibrams, those bare feet shoes in the gym all the time when I was training with Focus. I like squatting flat foot barefoot too. I wear my shoes in the gym now, but I really do enjoy the flat barefoot, like that flat barefoot squat. I love that actually, or heel of it, like with the flat feet. Good feeling, man. Connected to the earth. Yeah, but yesterday I did a 45-minute yoga, and in between my yoga, I was doing functional training on the board here. So I was constantly just pushing my legs and kind of being all over the place. And John, I feel good
older, brother. Anything that we do to challenge our balance is good.
Yes, that's kind of what. And I got to be honest, I felt good about myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm 53 doing this balancing shit, and because I know a lot of guys could not do this. And I'm talking to my peers. A lot of men could not do what I was doing yesterday. True story.
That's because they say that they can't.
Well, I've just taken off your page, your book there. Yeah, I'm sorry, of your post there. Yeah, you actually can. And you know what? And the can part is you can do it for 1 second, and you can do it for 2 seconds. You keep practicing, putting the reps in. And I'm an example of that, man. I didn't have a lot of reps in there, but over the years, I've got the reps in. So, Marty, I know you got to rock and roll here, brother. Any final comments, man, about the over 35, Marty? Just some obvious things, not obvious things. I loved your functional comment there, Marty, before you rock and roll.
Yeah, man, and find something that you like to do.
The interest part, yeah.
Yes, that's the one-on-one thing, right, brother?
That exactly. And I made the shift to just, I'm trying to increase my vertical jump, or at least get it back to what it used to be. And I mean, I'm just having a blast, man. I'm looking forward to the gym every day. So
I've noticed that. I've noticed it in your content, and I noticed it in your attitude that I feel like ever since that you've leaned into, and not just because of the show, but just yourself leaning into this interest thing, which is I can see it in your content. I can see it in your training.
Yeah, man. I'm having so much fun, and I know Johnny's gonna get me, but it's bringing so much shit talkers. That's part of the reason I was doing the quarter squats.
Why would I get you? Though? No, I got but you also explained that's what it was for.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so that's why I asked for the deadlift. Why was it not to the ground? It was a question. It wasn't like I didn't damn you. I asked you a question. Like, because if you're like, okay, I'm trying to work my hips coming through, that makes sense.
Yeah, that was part of the reason. So that's why. Yeah.
So if you want to work the hips coming through, brother, what you want to do is when you're coming up, as soon as you basically get to the knees, you want to start fucking you want to start shoving your hips through. Because once the bar passes your knees, now that hinge is free.
So you saying more like an explosive movement on the way up? Is that what you're saying?
Once it passes the knees, it's almost like you're going to jump. Yes. As your hips come through and your chest comes up. Yeah. Because because your hips are like a hinge, right?
Yeah.
Once the bar passes your knee, the hinge becomes free. It's stuck back there when it's below the knee.
All right.
And Keith, don't think about just standing up. Think about pushing your hips through.
Yeah, so I'm actually I'm thrusting through, right? Yeah, so I'm thrusting.
Like, almost like you're humping, though. You know what I mean? Like
I do.
Like in and out.
Yes.
In and out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Cool.
Fuck, Marty always dropping nuggets, with our brother Anderson. Always dropping nuggets, man. Out of the blue, just this and that nugget here, nugget there. I love it. Yeah.
But just so you know, Mark, that's why I asked the question. Why was it not from the floor? Because there a purpose. That's so many times a shorter movement has a purpose. So many times that purpose is for more weights, but
yeah. Well,
I got to be honest. I didn't even think about the floor versus being on the, and I did, but I didn't not to the way that you did, John. Because I will do deadlifts off the floor, but there's times I will just put it onto the lowest rack there because I'm maybe lazy. I'm like, because the bar is already there, and I'll just use it from the rack. But wasn't really thinking about your purpose question because it's a different movement, isn't it? Because you're getting lower.
What you want to do is you get to the floor and then you put a plate. By the time you're standing on 2 plates and you can go down to 3 plates, you go down and get that fucker. Now you've really created some open mobility in those hips. But it's going down to get that thing, being able to set your back before you go, not going down there like a fucking rounded humping dog's back. Anybody can do that.
Johnny, are you a fan of trap deadlifts, trap bar?
I mean, I think there's a purpose for that. I think when people have a hard time doing a regular deadlift without hurting themselves, it's great. Because see that again, that hinge never gets stuck. So you can start bringing your hips through right away. And if someone has a hard time, doing it with a regular bar. Now, I think if you do it with the bar, there's always a use just to have different variations. But when people don't do it because they're having trouble with the regular bar, I always say we need to fix that problem. Not that it even has to be heavy. It's just like a front squat. Fuck, man. You can use less than half of your back squat weight with a front squat. And you'll get fucking sore in places you didn't even know you could get sore.
Oh man, front squat. Fuck, I struggle with the front squat, man.
I still do this one.
Here.
Me too, Marty.
Like this. Hold it like this. Don't none of this. This is very different. You got to be doing this a lot to get this type of flexibility.
It's true, Johnny. I know I could never do it this way. So thank you for that. Because I was like, what my fucking useless? Because I can never do it this way. So I would always do it. I always do it this way.
And here's the key.
Yes.
It's going to sit in your neck.
Yes.
And when I'm teaching it, if it's not cutting off at least 25% of your airway, it's not far enough back.
Yeah.
You should be wheezing.
Wow.
Because once it's that far back, now it's over your center of gravity. Now you're in a much safer spot.
Instead of it being out.
Yeah. And then if your elbows are higher than where it's sitting on your, it'll never come out.
Oh yeah. I find the trap bar deadlift, good or not, is good for ego because you can, I think, lift a little heavier with trap bar too. So if you're feeling like you want to lift something heavy,
we're trying to talk about staying away from that shit.
I know, Johnny, but I'm just saying that if one's like wanting to chase a big feeling, that's where the trap bar can come in with making you feel pretty good about yourself, I would say.
I don't know that I can support that statement.
Hey, Marty, you going to get out of here? Or do you want to stick around for the single sock conversation?
I already told him I'm running late, so come
Can
on.
you get out of here, Marty?
Stick around.
Okay, cool.
Just stick around. I already said I'm running late. So
we got 9 minutes. You had 9 minutes till it's go time, baby. Might as well just call it out.
Might as well just stay. Yeah. Come on.
Let's do it. Melissa, let's run that opener on the single sock conversation this morning. Where did the single socks go, Melissa?
Lost socks aren't a conspiracy. They're a tour. Corners, lint traps, maybe portals.
Some socks get lost in seals and sheets. Others become legends. Let's separate facts from folklore and find the culprits.
Ever swear your washing machine is a portal to Narnia? Well, hey, how do single socks really disappear? Because they actually do disappear. I know I have done my own destruction of washing machines and dryers over the years to try to fix things. And you're like, oh, there's socks in these spots. And the idea of single socks are actually a problem. Socks wedge into washer door gaskets, slide behind machines, or cling to drum scenes. Marty, how do you manage your socks in your house, brother? I got to think it's a problem for you. You're the single guy here. How do you manage your socks, Marty?
This issue needs a system.
I was just gonna say that, Johnny. Marty, what's your sock system, brother?
I don't. I guess it is a system. It's simple. I mean, I just most of them are white, so
yes.
I wash the whites and just fold them, and I got a drawer for my socks. that's it.
Do you ever have singles, or are you pretty good?
Very rarely.
Really?
I'm real anal about that. I'm OCD about that. I hate singles.
So this is fascinating because I think that your comment about OCD on socks is actually more people that want to admit that. So John's like, I'm mostly a system guy. Nothing ever gets out of his system. I think for a lot of humans, like, where the fuck's my sock? Where the fuck's my sock? I'm the same way. I'm very neurotic about making sure I have my two socks all the time. But there's lots of times where I'm like, where the fuck's the sock?
Yeah, sometimes the dog will get them or something like that, you know.
Yeah. And now they have socks that are labeled L and R. So you put them on the left foot and the right foot.
Now that really makes me OCD. You ever put on two left socks?
I do.
You're like, whoa, what the fuck? This is a bad start to the day. Come on, no, seriously. It'll mess up my morning.
Yes.
Well, I mean, your preparation system is fucked up because you shouldn't have those laid out.
You're right, and exactly. That means it was fucked up. So that's my fault. We gotta revamp that.
So Marty, do you wash your socks in in a mesh bag to keep them all organized?
Nah, I don't do that.
You just throw them in the wash?
Right, man, they're talking. My socks ain't getting clean if they're not moving around.
What's that, Johnny?
You put them in a bag like that. They're just those things need to be moving around. They can't be contained to a little bag.
Yeah. Well, so here's a question for you, Marty, too, because I'm asking you, Marty, because I know John doesn't do his laundry or his socks. He has somebody else do it for him. So I don't think he wears them very often. So I'm curious, brother. Do you when you take your socks off and wash them, do you wash them inside out or outside in? What's the dirtier part?
Usually I try to flip them to outside. Well, I guess what's regular? Is that inside out? No, outside in.
That's my point, right?
Yeah, outside in. I try to wash them regular, but it doesn't always happen like that. They're usually
what's the dirtier part? The inside of the sock or the outside of the sock?
The inside.
But maybe it's the outside.
Well, it depends if you're wearing the motherfuckers without your shoes.
Stepping on grass.
Are you wearing them without your shoes?
So I'll say where I am a pussy when it comes to Johnny. I noticed your picture on the Instagram there when you're hanging out with your grandson there by the beach. You had no shoes on. You're barefoot. So I'm going to make some assumptions here. Do you walk bare feet everywhere?
I don't have shoes on right now.
Like, so your property, like when you drive, like everywhere you go, you're always bare feet?
Even when I drive. Which is rare. Usually I'll wear flip-flops because I'm not walking in a fucking men's room barefoot. I get in the fucking car and I'll take my flips off.
Yeah, I don't do well with bare feet. I wore flip-flops and shoes, but if I was hanging out with you, Johnny, down at the lake house there and wandering around everywhere, I'd probably have to have shoes or flip-flops on. I can't do the bare feet thing. I'm kind of a pussy when it's having my bare feet.
Here's the thing, though, brother. Grounding is fucking key. It's all about ions. Oh, yeah. You're grounded, your feet on the earth, eh? Dude, I'm telling you, you go into some of these older civilizations and they say, look, shoes make people sick.
Well, Yeah, and socks do too. Especially
you definitely have a better chance at doing that than it's water and grounding that helps with the get rid of those negative ions.
When I was in Kenya a couple summers ago there, and we were hanging out with a family over there, this dude did not own shoes, Johnny.
Yeah,
so everywhere.
They're like those things make people sick. Why do you wear those all the time?
It was incredible when I saw I saw the bottom of his feet because the way he was sitting one day. I swear, Marty, they were fucking leather. Like his feet were like just these hard leather seasoned feet. It's like he was like
the bottoms of your feet get used to be barefoot for sure.
Yeah, it was fascinating to me. I couldn't do it, Marty. I'm thinking you couldn't do it either, Marty.
Nah, I'm soft, man. I couldn't do it. I'm too Americanized.
You are, yes, I think you are too Americanized.
You guys got to flip this shit around and say, look, I choose not to.
I knew
just had this fucking talk for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ.
Holroyd's got a question for you guys. I'm not. First of all, I'm in the same boat as John. I'm not allowed to do laundry, but my solution would be
there's nothing about not being allowed. This is I choose not to do it.
But
Lauren don't let Keith do it because Keith gonna fuck up everything. That's why. Keith ain't allowed to do it.
But it's funny because Holroyd's solution.
That's just the plan. You just fuck shit up till they tell you can't do it anymore. You're not allowed. Perfect. Thank you.
That's why I don't go in the kitchen anymore. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fuck everything up. We'll just stay out of the kitchen. Lauren does a better job of it. But his solution would be just to throw them out and just buy more socks. You know, Holroyd, I can't argue with that. You know, if I had unlimited wealth, I would never wear the same underwear and never wear the same socks twice. But then Holroyd has a question for you, Johnny. Speaking of grounding, what does everyone think of the grounding sheets? I don't know what grounding sheets are. John, do you?
I think it's where you have this. It's basically like a stake that you put into the ground, and somehow that stake has some sort of a connection to your bed and your sheets. And so, I mean, it's. I think there's some. It's a little bit of a reach, I think, but I mean, the bottom line is that here's the thing: if you're intentionally trying to do that, then you're intentionally aware of grounding. So it's a great first step.
Interesting. Well, Global says 8.2 billion people are on the planet. 1 billion do not own a pair of shoes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's hard to.
And how many of those people are diabetic?
That's a great question.
Very few. Oh. Very few. Type 2ers, I should say.
Yeah.
Man, there this is crazy. The time change. You see the light coming from us. I got to close the drape, dude. I don't normally not seeing the sun come up this early.
I was just gonna say, man, that light coming into your house there. Wow. So guys,
it's all coming through. It's all coming through the window.
Yeah, yeah. Rock those mismatched pair if you must. Come talk to us every single day, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Myself, John.
You want to know what the system is for the missing sock?
What is it, Johnny?
So basically, you got your sock drawer. You got all the ones that are together. Boom, they're matches.
Yeah.
Then on the front, you leave the one that's not a match. So it tells you there's one that's got to be found. Now, all of a sudden, just because you're aware of that, you will find that sock without putting any effort to it because your brain is on the lookout for that one sock.
Oh, fuck. Learnings with socks with Jon Andersen.
It's just the simplest little awareness thing. It's like your brain is a supercomputer. You only got to ask it to do something once.
Yeah.
And it will fucking find solutions.
Well, there you go. Here's a solution for the grounding sheet, according to Adam Holroyd. You plug the sheet into the ground of a plug. I hear good things, according to Adam Holroyd.
Yeah, that's it. That's a grounded. So somehow it connects to a stake in the ground.
Really? Gonna have to do some researching on grounding sheets, Marty.
Yeah, I'll
be better off just to fucking spend 10 minutes with no shoes on, dude.
I love it.
Thanks for the lesson, guys.
Yeah, boys. What a fun 90 minutes. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I had a lot of fun with you guys.
I can't believe it was already over. Fuck.
I know.
Fast, man.
I was thinking the same thing as we were going through it. What a fun show. Hey, we have let's just say we have an interesting guest tomorrow. I don't know what to expect. I'm just going to leave it there. Marty, can you be here tomorrow?
Take some bets. Or is that horse going to read the
well, so that's the first step. I'm kind of curious about that. We'll see if that works out. And then I just think this guy is an interesting fellow. Actually, when I looked at his profile, I was like, okay, and I'll leave that there. So we'll see how it We got a guest joining us tomorrow, Marcus. I think it's Victorious Markins or Marcus Hopkins. I'm not sure. He gave me a few different names. How does that sound, Marty? For a little bit of
yeah, it sounds interesting for sure.
Well, when somebody gives you a few different names, you're like, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke, but I don't know the person. So,
well, his name is Marcus Hopkins or Marcus Victorious.
This a black guy?
Yeah.
Come on, brother. Come on, man.
or Victorious Marcus. We don't know, but it's
come on, man. We gotta represent, man. Come on.
God, look at that light on you, Johnny. You look like the God's light is shining on you right now.
Dude, it's coming in fucking bright, man.
Holy smokers. Holy smokers. All right. Okay, you guys get the hell out of here. Oh, we got one more thing. Global. Can't. Clearly are not trying. Oh, I like that.
I like that too.
That's a good acronym. Clearly are not trying.
That's relinquishing accountability.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing. Yep. Yeah, 100%. All right, boys, have an awesome day. What a fun show, fun conversation. Look forward to seeing you guys in less than 22 hours.
All right, man.
Have a good look, my brothers.
All right, guys, enjoy it.
All right.
All right.
Have a good one, fellas.
Boys are out of here. Wow. What a fun 90 minutes, guys. What a fun 90 minutes. Global, that's a good acronym, man. Clearly are not trying. Yep. What we're trying here every single day here on Mornings in the Lab. Holroyd, I'm going to try that out. I'm going to do some research on the grounding blanket today. I'm kind of curious about that. What the hell's a grounding blanket? When you say you plug it into the ground of a plug, I'm thinking the grounding part. Now, that could be interesting. All right. Let's see what we're going to do here. Or just go stand on the grass. Yeah, yes, this is exactly it, Melissa. That could help too. Good morning, everybody here at Mornings in Live with Keith, John, and friends here. Your live morning show experience. We get up and get after it every single day, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Live conversation. What do we talk about? Conversations that aren't being had anywhere else. Today, we talked about the sock drawer conspiracy. Where do the singles go? We talked about, as we're getting into our 30s and 40s, what are some things we can do to age more effectively? And I'm really happy that Marty threw on the table, just functional. Be functional. We talk so often about going to the gym and finding our interests, right? And I think that's been a key thing I've been taking out of our conversations as of late, which is really leaning into our own interests. Interests are key because if you're interested in it, you're going to do it, right? And functional movements, right? Not everything's going to be even as we get older in life. So being able to go up the stairs, sit on a shitter, walk up a side of an uneven surface, functional is certainly helpful. Holroyd, yeah, but I don't want to be barefoot outside in January. True story. Yes, you and me both up here in Canada. All right, Neiman, I'm looking through our show notes here today, and I see that we got, I'm just doing a quick little surface here on a couple things. All right, let's do this. Let's get to the ways that we use generative tools to get the show on the road before 9 a.m. here on Mornings in the Lab. Melissa? I think I surprised her. Okay, awesome. Yeah. So listen, we use and live by generative tools nonstop here on the show. That's how we build this. That's how we do this thing. Well, I'm going to put some stuff on the table here for you guys to consider. You ever wish your team could hit publish before 9 a.m. on stuff that we're struggling to get done before 9 a.m.? Well, listen, here, no, it's okay. Totally okay, Neiman. I threw this at you here on a sideball. Totally okay. All good. Listen, when your mornings run on intention, not the inbox, because listen, just a reminder, your inbox is somebody else's task list. Yes, your inbox is somebody else's task list. So when you can sit back and multiply your own reps inside your own task, inside your own inbox, you can reduce decision fatigue. Let me throw a few things on the table here today, maybe to help move your day forward with the tools that we use here in the Mornings in the Lab live network to help build our business. So what do we use AI for, guys? Brainstorming content and messaging. It seems obvious. not as obvious. Why? Well, in my experience, shit in, shit out. So easy to get the content out. But what you might want to consider doing is using a model you've trained with your own knowledge to spin 20 blocks, 5 outlines, 3 angles per segment, and build a system within your brainstorming ideas, right? So content and messaging linked to brainstorming using ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or whatever you're going to use. What we have been ridiculously focusing on as of late, automating routine tasks. Man, for this show to come alive, we do so much repetition, constantly. So this idea of putting automations in place, prepping dashboards, summarizing yesterday's meetings, moving notes into Notion or wherever your workspace is. Here's something to consider, guys. If you're doing it 3 mornings a week or 3 times a week, there's got to be a template to automate it. What I'm learning with AI, I spent a lot of time this weekend with databases and building databases underneath the show here as we're building up our live conversation platform. Because one of the things that I have not done back it up, Bilous, just spit the words out. One of the things I have not spent much time talking about is what we call Live Conversation OS, the operating system that we've built to power this live show. And what we have been focusing on a lot lately has been automating the routine tasks that we do daily. So AI can do much of that. What you want to do, though, and where you're going to find your skill set is going to come, is to sit down and put that brain into motion to clearly articulate what you're looking to try to achieve. Once you do that, though, baby, rock and roll. Rapid research and fact checking. Perplexity is what we use to fact check. We use all of the tools, but we bring it all back to Perplexity. We use Perplexity as our source of truth. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't mean when I say source of truth as in it's factually truthful. It's our starting point, our conversation seed. If we find that we need to go and look for additional truths to substantiate what we're finding in Perplexity, that's what we will do. But using a fact-checking simple source is one of the spaces that we use to use AI automation first thing in the day. Visual asset generation. Guys, there's enough tools right now that you can absolutely be spitting creative content out very easily. If you're still making creative visuals like you were 3 months ago, you've missed the boat. You've absolutely missed the boat, 100%. Personalized outreach and networking. There's no reason, zero reason now to have any of your outreach going out unpersonalized. It's never been easier to personalize content using AI to draft variants, but always adding that human sentence. And a trick, don't be afraid to put the typos in there. Don't be afraid to make it less formal. People aren't used to it. And then, hey, campaign and social scheduling. Preload all your content. But like I said, I'm learning pretty quickly here right now, as content is being generated in real time, this idea of scheduling stuff further and further in advance may be less necessary. And then, hey, workflow and database synchronizations. If you got a lot of content sitting all over the place, I have an invitation for you. Organize it. It will be the best thing that you can do. All right. So, hey, guys, own the morning, own the message, start simple, automate the obvious, and let the consistency build your edge. You don't need perfect, guys. You just need a repeatable 45 minutes that moves the ball every single day. All right, Neiman, why don't we get to the community corner with Maya Reyes so I can take a sneak break out of here to the bladder place we call the restroom, and then we'll get back to community corner. Can we do that?
Here's something to chew on, fellas. What if chasing goals is what's keeping you unhappy?
What if growth isn't about adding more to your plate, but changing the environment you're in?
Today's stories challenge the way we think about achievement, growth, and what it really means to be fulfilled. It's time for the Community Corner, where we connect YouTube, LinkedIn, and Substack on Mornings in the Lab.
All right. Thank you, Neiman. Thank you for that. Let's get the community corner on the road here, guys. Let's get after it and get this. See, we're going to celebrate here in the community here today. Over on the so there you go. There we go. Learning experience for everybody. Here's what just happened. In my experience, when I've worked with folks in the past, it's like, hey, Keith, I'm doing a live show. How do I go to the bathroom? Well, you go when you got to go. But what is everybody else going to think? They're going to think what they want to think. Where's the host? Well, the host had to go to the restroom. Dudes, it's called real life. It's called true story, real life. So we'll teach those kind of things as you want to learn how to do live shows as we roll out our live training experiences here on the mornings in the lab, because going to the restroom is part of it. So you can either prepare in advance or you can just deal with it as it comes up along the way. All right, let's get into the community corner, guys. Listen, phone lines are open. You can join the show that's live right now or in the mornings in the lab community. We got Hole right there in the verticals. We got Raheem over there. We got John Petrocelli over there. We got Global on the horizontal as well as Kindness Rising's own Matt Roof. 431-300-3075. Phone, text, or leave a voicemail. What's going on? Good time. I know you're out there as well. Come say hi in the comments. And to those that are not watching live, well, come join us. 8 o'clock live Eastern time. YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. And then all the additional content along the way on our social platforms. All right, let's get over into the community corner and gonna have some fun here. Let's start on YouTube, guys. Forget the bucket list. I like this. Try the reverse bucket list. Global, I think we were talking last week about bucket lists. Well, you ever feel pressure to keep achieving, checking boxes, chasing the next experience? Clive from Level 50 Lifestyle says that that's all, folks. Yep. Social media makes you feel like you're always behind. The happiness from ticking items off is short-lived. Well, Level 50 Lifestyle's solution, the reverse bucket list. Instead of focusing on what you haven't done, perhaps you might want to celebrate what you've already achieved. Live them, relive them, celebrate them. Write down milestones, write down the small wins, write down the hardships you've overcome, those everyday joys. What it might do is it might reframe your perspective from what's missing to what am I grateful for? What's abundant? Well, Clive also suggests that an anti-bucket list. Fascinating. Own the things you have no desire to pursue. In other words, I got no desire to do that, so I'm not even going to pretend that I do. So if you're like, yeah, I got no desire to climb a mountain, then put it down. Don't pretend that it's part of your journey. So when somebody says to you, hey, let's go climb a mountain someday, like, no, no, not on my list of things to do. Because guys, as you saw from Andersen's post, real fulfillment comes from grateful recounting, not constant solving or striving for something you haven't done yet. So here's the question for you. What's one thing you've already done? One thing you've already done that deserves more credit than you've given it. Maybe it's your career. Hey, over on Substack, Todd Baratz challenges the idea that personal growth is a solo project because you can't transform it. You can't transform in environments that stifle you. We're ecological beings. Our surroundings, people, places, routines constantly shape us. True change happens when you create conditions that nurture growth. Those internal changes linked to external consequences, they absolutely work together. So what was Todd's insight? Well, Todd's insight was this. You can't heal in spaces, jobs, or relationships that demand you stay small. Your nervous system registers safety or threat. Safety enables creativity and growth. Most people, most humans, they start with imperfect conditions. And transformation takes slow repetition, consistent cultivation. So here's the question for you guys. What environments are you tolerating right now that you know is stunting your growth? Maybe it's work. Maybe it's your relationships. Maybe it's your marriage. Maybe it's your friendships. Guys, it happens. We spend time in these environments and like, oh my God, it's just stifling me. You just end up tolerating it. You wake up 30 years later, 20 years later, just tolerating everything. Growth not moving. All right, move over to LinkedIn, guys. Bob DiPasquale, a CFP and keynote speaker, says growth-minded business owners waste energy worrying about 3 things. Yeah, 3 things. Your mindset, achieving life balance, and sticking the perfect landing. Interesting. You don't need constant new hacks. Sometimes you just have enough. Do we, though? Do we? You just don't have enough time. But perfect life balance is impossible and undesirable. Real fulfillment comes from embracing life's up and downs. We know that. And nobody ever lands perfectly. Stop striving, do we? Because that ambition always leads to the next challenge. But what's Bob's message? Find joy in your journey. Embrace what you have and accept where you are. We say it all the time, guys. Progress over perfection. Work with the friction. Don't try to eliminate it. So, nation, here's the question for you. Which of these 3 mindsets? Is it mindset, is it balance, or is it the perfect landing that you're wasting the most energy on? What a good question to end off the community corner. I find these questions that create awareness do wonders for me because I go through the day asking myself these things. What are you wasting your time on, guys? Maybe you're wasting your time saying yes to too many things. Maybe you're wasting your time striving for too much balance, even though it doesn't exist. Maybe you're wasting time pursuing a bucket list when what you might want to be pursuing is the anti-bucket list. I'm with you, Petro. It is intriguing. I think it's actually quite rewarding when you focus on your anti-bucket list, your achievement list, your milestone list, your what am I grateful that I've done list. Those are the lists that we focus on as we age in life. Oh, yeah, I've done this, I've done this. And maybe that's the balance towards what I'm striving for. I don't know. What are you wasting the most energy on, guys? Negative energy, the can'ts, as Global says, clearly are not trying if you can't. Because we actually can choose to do anything or everything. It's an intentional choice when we don't try. And it's an intentional choice when we accept can't. Think about that. All right, I think we're going to wrap it up a few minutes early this morning, Neiman. What a fun show here today, guys. What a fun show, as always, here on the Big Show, Mornings and Live with Keith, Jon, and friends. Oh, Neiman's typing, which means that she's... Oh, we do have a courtesy. Oh, yes. Awesome. Okay, beautiful. I like that.
So maybe it's not about what's next on your list. Maybe it's about where you're standing and who you're becoming while you build it. If you want your story featured on The Big Show, follow and tag us in your next post. Have you ever felt like you're drowning in your own relationship? Biting your tongue to keep the peace, yet somehow you're the one who feels invisible? What if the very struggles crushing you right now are actually your greatest teachers? What if the people who trigger you most are showing you exactly where you need to grow? The creator we're celebrating discovered this truth after hitting rock bottom. He battled addiction, wrestled with cultural expectations, and lost himself trying to be everything for everyone else. Through 6 years of relentless inner work and tens of thousands invested in his own transformation, he became a certified mental fitness coach and founded the Alchemists of the Round Table, a brotherhood helping men break free from unhealthy patterns.
Mornings in the Lab is excited to celebrate Andre Lamb,
A transformational alchemist who's proving that real strength isn't about toughing it out alone. It's about doing the inner work that transforms conflict into connection.
Oh, I like this one. I like this one a lot. Many guys think that asking for help makes them weak. Not us here in the lab. We think it makes you stronger. And Andre Lamb, he spent years believing the lie of weakness. He put everyone around him first. He smiled through the pain, and he slowly disappeared from his own life. Andre, I can say I probably can relate to that. I've been through those journeys in my life, brother. And then Andre leans into his addictions, his identity crisis, the cultural pressure. And then Andre talks about how it all crashed and burned until he decided to stop running and start rebuilding. Not with excuses, with action. Today, Andre leads the alchemists of the Round Table, a brotherhood where men deconstruct their old patterns and reconstruct themselves from wholeness. Andre teaches men that the people who trigger you most are your greatest teachers. The real intimacy doesn't mean losing yourself. It means that the conscious communication beats years of therapy when you're brave enough to do the work. So Andre, I have an offer for you, brother. We'd love to have you on the show. We'd love to hear your story. We'd love to have you share your story about addiction, identity crisis, and the cultural pressure so you can help other men believe that there's hope and to stop believing the lie that we all so often think that we can't ask for help. So Andre, we'd love to have you on Mornings in the Lab, brother. And guys, go check him out on LinkedIn. Andre Lamb, empowering men to communicate consciously so they can strengthen their relationships without therapy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. I think that's it, ain't even? That is our creator spotlight today, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do this. Let's go to this here. This button over here. Start pressing this one over here and get one over here. Let me see there, Neiman. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm not ignoring anybody. Just reading my notes over here. It's a little silent. Yeah, you know what? You're right. We do have one more topic that I did not get on the table here today. I do want to get through. It's called the hard boundary. Scripts that save you time, energy, and sanity. Melissa, do you have an opener for that? That's so. Let's run it.
If saying no feels risky, these boundary scripts protect time and relationships.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is why you have a good team around you. When there's things around you, you're going, oh yeah, we got to get to that one as well. Guys, most no's fail because they're vague. Nah. Oh, is that a no or is that kind of a what? I don't know. Hold on a second here. No or just no? Well, most no's, your no is going to fail if you're vague. So I have an invitation for you guys. You'll want to use those clear, those kind boundaries to reduce decision fatigue that might protect your deep work today. It might prevent your resentment. And for men that are leading teams, building businesses, or creating every single day, these scripts can turn those awkward no's into repeatable, respectful systems. You know how it is, guys. People pulling at you here and there, asking you this, and we often never want to say no. Petra, we never want to say no. Holroyd never want to say no. Oh, okay, I can help you with that. We never want to say no. But the reality is that those always yeses suck energy out of us. So here's something to consider as you get through the day today. Those boundaries that you can create will beat burnout. High performers, guys. High performers, they don't add willpower. No. They subtract unnecessary obligations. They use a crisp line that prevents a blow up later. No. They don't let it percolate to explode later. I can say sometimes I'm guilty of that in my personal life with my family. I just kind of go through things and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, and I know I can be better at that. So maybe you want to have a script to stop over explaining. Those long justifications, they invite the debate. Those short, warm lines, they could end it. So keep it under 15 words when possible. When you're saying no, there's no with a reason. Often, you don't even have to give a reason. But if you feel like you need to, give a no with a reason, under 15 words. State the boundary and the next step. So saying, no, but how about we get this done tomorrow at 10 a.m.? No, I can't right now. Email me later, hit me a DM, we'll get after it. And maybe you want to consider that consistency over intensity. Because the second response that I give you, Global, when you ask me, matters most. Repeat the same line calmly. That's how your culture, your team, your folks around you will learn the new normal. So Petro might say to me, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? I might say no, often. But maybe the boundary is, Johnny, I can't do it right now. No, but I'm going to get to tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Then he might ask me again, then I'll say, dude, I can't. Consistent. Over my the alternative approach to the intensity is, no, fucker, I can't. Not right now. No. Calm. Repeat it. No, Petro, I can't do it right now, man. Tomorrow at 10. Okay, good. I've set his expectations, set my expectations. Everybody's happy. John Petro's got a comment here. If you never say no and say yes to frequently and consistently, people, oh, I like this. I like this a lot. People will assume you weren't doing anything equally or more important than their request. Oh, that's fascinating. Hear me say this again, guys. If you never say no and you say yes to too frequently and too consistently, in other words, you're always saying yes, people are going to assume that you weren't doing anything or more important than their request. So think about that. Think about that. That's fascinating to me. And guys, visibility is leverage. A status like deep work back at 11:30 trains people to respect your focus blocks. Protect the bookends. Guard those mornings. Guard the evenings. Guard the time that's important to you. As you know, here in the lab, we subscribe to the morning building momentum. Evenings refuel the system so you can build tomorrow. And then guys, don't be afraid to model it publicly. Because when leaders hold boundaries, teams feel permission to do the same. That lowers silent across the board. Have the power, have the respect, have the ability to say no. Don't run away from it, guys. And hey, here's something for yourself to consider as you go through the day today. Rehearse a 10-second response. Say it out loud to yourself. Sit in the car before you go into your meeting or to work. Say it out loud. Have that script ready for yourself to say it. Because, nation, you do not need sharper comebacks. No, you need shorter commitments. So the invitation is this. If you say less and you protect more, watch your energy compound. Watch it compound into work that you're most proud of. And it all starts with a polite and respectful no. There's our center stage this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Jon, and friends. All right. Okay, now I can get to the outro. That sounds a little bit like this. Melissa, can I do the outro now? Hey, at least I'm not forgetting it. I had a habit in the past of actually forgetting it. Oh, good comment from Petro. What task would you like me to replace this with? I only got 24 hours a day too, dude. Yeah, right? True. And like I said, guys, more often than not, in my experience, your inbox is somebody else's task list. Think about that. So when you're sitting down there first thing in the morning to get through your inbox, well, you're actually cleaning out somebody else's task list. Is it your task list you're looking to get done or somebody else's? Protect your time, guys. I think you'd agree with me on that one, eh, Petro? I know he'd agree with me on that one. All right, nation, that's a wrap. We pulled real training lessons from the one side heavy, one side light experiment. We skimmed the world for current conversations. We locked in boundary scripts. We just had that conversation. We cracked why men over 35 lose muscle. Functional training, guys. We talked about the sock drawer conspiracy. And we showed how AI can help you run your business before you start your day. And guys, coming up tomorrow, the Lily Phillips OnlyFans stunt. Interesting. How attention games pull in bystanders and how to keep your reputation clean in the splash zone. Marcus Hopkins, Victorious Marcus. Yeah. Our brother is joining us tomorrow on the show. From homeless dreamer for partnering with Meta, Rihanna, and Richard Branson, the decisions that change his odds. Wearable tech secrets, your sleep score, ruined the morning. Oh, we're going to talk about that. And then crisis on purpose. I can't even talk here. Guys, hit like, subscribe, and drop your comments. 8 o'clock Eastern time. We're live back at it in 22 hours. We'll see you guys tomorrow right here on the Mornings in the Lab live network, Mornings in the Lab live channel, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. Holroyd, Petro, Global Nation. We'll see you guys in less than 22 hours. Have an awesome day, guys.